Hello, my name is Samar. I also go by Sam or First Time Panner. Any of those who want to call me, you can. This will be another introduction, and this is for my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 project. I am so excited about this. I've been thinking about this project and this introduction since my finale for last year's, which I think I did sometime in the summer of 2025. So I'm just very excited. This is one of my favorite projects to do every year, and I always have more lip products to pan. So before I roll in my products, just a quick recap. This project was created by Elizabeth, who is I think her current name is Shiny Happy Pants. She used to be Kooky Pants, but I think she's still Shiny Happy Pants on Instagram, so she will be linked in the description box. She created this project a while ago, and I think it's just like me and Paula, who is a beauty guru, made me do this. I think we're kind of like the only two people who still do this. If you do this project, please let me know because I want to follow along with other people who do it. But either way, I'm very happy to do it myself if I have to. It is such a fun project because I think it's just like one of the most genius projects ever. Elizabeth wanted to use products that range the entire age of her collection. So what happens a lot, I'm sure everyone watching this knows what happens a lot with panning, is you want to pan your like oldest stuff because you want to use it before it goes bad, and then maybe even like you get your new stuff and you throw that into a project because you're excited to use it, but then all the stuff that's in the middle, like stuff that's maybe a year, 2, 3 years old, I mean, depending on how old your collection goes, mine goes very far back. Those things I feel like are the most likely to be neglected in someone's collection, at least for a panner, because you just kind of like always end up panning the oldest stuff and the newest stuff, which I even have a project that's called Old New Gifted Blue. So yeah, I'm very guilty of that as well. So she wanted to make a project where you kind of just pan things of all different ages, and so basically her rules were pan something that is 1 year old, 2 years old, and so on until 5 years old. I think she also said if you wanted for your like 5-year-old project, if you want to pan something that's older than 5 years, you can do that as well. When I first started doing this project, I didn't have anything older than 5 years. Now I do. I won't be panning those because how I do this project, which is not like you can do this project however you want and set any type of goals, but how I've been doing this since I started this for the first time in 2024 is I only pan lip products, like specifically makeup lip products, so lipstick, lip gloss, lip oil, lip liner, stuff like that. And I always have a finish goal for all my products because I just feel like if I have a 5-year-old lip product, it needs to go. And also I have so many lip products that I just need to be finishing really everything that I'm panning. So that's how I've always been doing it, and I'm going to keep doing it that way. However, I am doing this a bit, well actually not even a bit, pretty differently this year. Basically, okay, so the past years luckily I've only had one lip product for 2025 and 2024 that was 5 years old. So because before 2021 I wasn't really into makeup, so I had like a handful of lipsticks and I had like one mascara, one eyeliner, and that's all I did for makeup really. So I was only able to like find one 5-year-old lip product. However, entering 2026, 5 years ago which is crazy, 5 years ago is 2021, and that is when I got into makeup. And the very first thing I got into when I started getting into makeup was what I was already obsessed with, but it kind of just became an even worse problem. Lip products. I bought so many lip products in 2021. I will say 2022 and 2023 I also bought a lot of lip products, especially 2022, but 2021 really takes the cake. I had because like my makeup collection was super tiny, so I had so much room to grow. I was not really, I was doing like a 1 in, 1 out kind of system, but when I say 1 in, 1 out, I mean like I finish one thing and then I can make one purchase and that purchase usually had like as many items in it as I want, so it basically wasn't any system at all. I was just playing myself. So I like didn't really put a cap on anything that I was buying, and of course what I was buying the most of was lip products. So in 2021 I had kind of just a lip product boom like no one has ever seen. I probably brought in like, I don't know, 50 lip, like that's just an estimate, but probably 50 lip products into my collection between like mid 2021 and mid 2022. That being said, I definitely had a lot of lip products to choose from, so I wanted to, like, there was no way I was ever going to be able to pick just one lip product from 2021 to pan, because believe it or not, I still have a lot of them from 2021. I have a bunch of NYX butter glosses, I have a bunch of my Sephora lip jelly stains, and then I have Atomic makeup liquid lipsticks that I bought. Those are all from 2021. So I had a lot to choose from. I probably had like between all three almost 20 lip products, and then also just every other year except for 2024, every other year I brought in just an insane amount of lip products anyway. So I just had a lot to choose from. This is the year that it starts getting real as far as like my collection is starting to get old. So I decided that how I want to structure this project is I will be panning a lot of lip products. So for my 5-year item or items, I'm going to be panning or picking 5. I'll be picking 4 4-year-old, that's my upstairs neighbor. I'll be picking 4 4-year-old items, and then so on and so forth. And then obviously I'm just only going to pick 1-year-old item. So for a total, that means I will be in this project panning 15 different makeup lip products, and I'm very excited about it. I really feel like I can do it. Again, I'm trying to pan all these to completion. I want to finish all of them, and I have never panned that many lip products in one project before, but I have finished that many lip products within an entire year. So I think if I just don't put any other lip products with the finish goal into any other projects, I really do think I can do it. So I've been talking for long enough. I'm just going to talk about all the products that I'm rolling into this project. I'll be doing a lot of swatching on my hands, so I'm gonna roll up my sleeves or push them back, I guess, and I'll just get started. So for my 5-year-old items, I have decided I originally was going to pan all of my Atomic makeup liquid lipsticks because I have exactly 5 of them. But I just realized that was going to be very difficult because liquid lip, those are almost all untouched. Like I think I put 1 in a project for 5 uses, and other than that they didn't have any uses on them. So panning 5 liquid lipsticks from full to empty in 1 year was already going to be challenging enough. And I just realized that was not a good idea if I was trying to pan 10 other lip products. So I decided to pan my NYX butter glosses. So yes, all 5 of these are 5 years old, and yes, I do still have 2 others that I didn't choose for this project that are 5 years old right now, or they'll be turning 5 years old in 2026. But these are the ones I chose. Surprise, surprise, they're all brown lip glosses, but I feel like even though I don't want to say I'm like really good at getting through NYX butter glosses, but in last year's problem area project pan, I was able to pan 3 of them throughout the year. Not easily, but if I just threw them into my work bag and then use them to reapply throughout the day, I was able to at least get to the point where I had to take the stopper out within like a month or so, I would say, of consistent use. So if I just kind of do that for all of these at some point throughout the year, I think I could definitely get through them. The only one though that I have a substantial amount of use on is Caramelt, because this is the only like really warm brown gloss that I have out of all of my NYX butter glosses. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't have too many warm brown glosses in general, so I was using this a lot last fall, so it does have a lot of use, but everything else probably doesn't have more than like 10 uses on it. So yeah, I will have my work cut out for me, but I do actually think I can get through all of these, and I'll just swatch them. So again, this first one is called, oh, a lot came off on the doe foot. This first one is called Caramel, and it's just a warm brown. That's what it looks like right there. My lighting is still not very good. My ring light is supposed to come today, but it hasn't come yet, so I don't really know. The next one is called Spiked Toffee. It has a bit more, it has a bit more pink to it. However, it does look pretty similar to this shade, which is called Fudge Me, which is just like a straight up neutral brown. So they're not too different, that like they're both just mid-tone browns, but this one does have a bit more pink in it. Then I have what is one of my favorite glosses ever. This shade is called Brownie Drip. It is so pretty. It's like a kind of red toned neutral brown. I don't know, it's just like, I really love wearing this. Finally, the darkest one out of all of these, which is called Lava Cake. It is a pretty deep brown, but if I just like wear this sheer on top of like a lighter lipstick, it looks perfectly fine. But that's what it looks like just on its own swatch. So those are all 4 of my NYX Butter Glosses. I'm very excited to be wearing lots and lots of brown. I love brown lip products. That's probably my favorite. My 4-year-old items are 2 lip liners and 2 lip crayons. Listen, I really don't... I was discovering myself back in 2021. I don't really know why I was buying so many lip liners. I mean, I only bought 2 in 2021, but I have about 10 lip liners in my collection currently, and I don't even really use lip liners like that. So yeah, I do need to get through these. I bought these on the exact same, like in the same order, both in lip sets. So these both come with lipsticks, but I just want to get through these lip liners because I feel like that will be at least slightly easier than getting through an entire bullet of lipstick. This first one is the ABH lip liner, oh my goodness, in the shade Malt, which is just a like traditional deep brown lip liner, or like it's like deep for me. But I'm gonna have to keep covering my lamp. That's what it looks like, and it's just a regular wooden lip liner pencil. So I'm hoping that this will go a bit like, I don't know, more quickly than a twist up lip liner, because I'll be able to sharpen this. And then I have the Charlotte Tilbury what is this, lip sheet in the shade Pillow Talk 3 Intense. So I got this in a holiday kit with the lipstick Pillow Talk 3, or like Pillow Talk Deep, whatever it is. That's a lip liner right here underneath it. I didn't even realize that this lip liner was actually darker than the ABH. I thought this one was like the darkest lip liner I had in my collection, but I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to save this for summer. But again, this is another one that I will have to sharpen, so hopefully, and it's a mini, so hopefully this does go fairly quickly. And then I have these 2 Revlon, what is this, Revlon Kiss Balms. This one's in the shade Berry Burst, and this one is in the shade Fresh Strawberry. I bought these when I was looking for a dupe for Super Strawberry from Clinique. At the time in 2021, that was one of my favorite lip products ever. I still really like it. However, I don't have it in my collection anymore because I have these, and I want to get through these first. But basically, I thought because it was like on a major discount on like some website, I thought that Super Strawberry was discontinued. So I was going to like a bunch of different stores trying to find a dupe for it, and so I bought these 2 and then one other. And I would say this one is probably the one that's closest. This is Berry Burst. However, the formula is very, very different. And I mean, I'm also not too much of a fan, or like, I still like it, but Super Strawberry is no longer one of my favorite lip products in my collection just because I've tried so many other things. But I still like, these are fine enough to get through. This one is fresh strawberry, so this is, I really should have filmed this tomorrow, but I want to get this up tomorrow. But the top one is berry burst and that bottom one is fresh strawberry. So yeah, these are fine. I'm planning on just using them as at least like fresh strawberry, which is the lighter one. I'm planning on just putting into my purse for the entire year, because sometimes I do go out and I just forget to like bring whatever lip product I want to reapply with. And then I end up having nothing to put on my lips after I've like taken off my lip products. So I'll just probably leave this in my purse unless I'm like nowhere near finishing it by the end of the year. I think I'm just gonna keep this in my purse and use it that way for the entirety of the year. And then with Berry Burst, I think this will be a really good one for summer. That's typically when I would use Super Strawberry. So I probably won't be getting much progress on this in the beginning of the year when I'm trying to wear more like deeper, cooler, like grungier lips, but I do think I can get through this. I got through with Super Strawberry last year, so I kind of just have to do it again. My three-year-old lip products are kind of like a set, even though I'm not going to be using them together. So I have a lip liner, a lipstick, and a lip gloss. This is actually like the only actual lipstick in this project. But I guess I'll start with this. This is the Orpha and like X Dose of Colors lipstick in the shade VHS. This is from her, I think, 90s collection. She did like a 90s and a 2000s one, and I bought the 90s collection. So it came with also this lip gloss and then a lip liner, but I panned the lip liner last year. This lipstick is way too light for me. This is what it looks like here. I know it might not look super light, but trust me, when I put this on, it looks like concealer lips, like I'm dead. It is just way too light and cool tone for me. So if you can see like some residue on here, it's not important, but basically I only ever use this with darker lip products. So my plan is to obviously use this with some lip liners, but primarily I'm planning on combining this with the what is this called, Lava Cake lip gloss from NYX. I'm hoping if I just use these together, I'll be able to like finish them together and they'll look like a normal everyday lip color on me. And then I'm planning to do kind of the opposite with the lip gloss, because this lip gloss is even lighter than that lipstick. It just looks like I could never ever get away with wearing this on its own. This is what it looks like here. It is just so light and pink toned. So I'm planning on putting this on top of, if I'm like ever using a lipstick that is too dark for me, I'll definitely be putting this on top, but also again using it with lip liner. Then I have this lip liner from LYS. It's in the shade Driven. Yeah, I bought this 3 years ago. I don't know what else to say about it. This LYS is like a clean brand. So their products, and I have had some of their products go bad on me before after like a very short time period. However, this one is fine, and I think it's because it's like a pencil like sharpenable lip liner, but I don't really want to chance it, especially because I do like this as a lip liner. I'm wearing, I don't even remember if I showed you what it looks like or not. This is what it looks like. And I'm wearing this on my lips now underneath a different product in this project that I'll talk about. But yeah, I'm just using it to line my lips, and I feel like this is a really good color for me because it's deeper than my lips, but not so deep like these two lip liners here where it's noticeable, because just on myself I don't really like that deep lip liner light lip gloss look. So I think this is a really good tone for me, but it is a pink tone, so I feel like just for my preferences I would want to wear this with something pink tone. I probably wouldn't pair this with most of the other lip products that I have in this project. Speaking of LYS, my two-year-old lip products are both LYS lip oils. So I have the shades Chocolate Cherry and then Dark Chocolate. I've panned at least one of these in the hot chocolate shade, but that one's way too light for me, so I just panned it as like a lip mask. These do take a while to get through. I was using this a lot last year, or maybe it was like 2024, I can't remember. And I'm not even like halfway through it really, so I do want to kind of just use these up because again, LYS is like a clean brand, so these like have the potential to go bad on me at any moment. So this one is chocolate cherry, and it does have a purple tone to it, which I really like. If you watched my, I think it was my 26 and 2026 introduction, this is what I was wearing. Then I have the shade dark chocolate, which on me kind of just looks like a mid-tone brown. But I do really like it. I just don't use this shade too much. I don't know why. But this is what that looks like. They're basically more NYX Butter Glosses, like not in formula, but they're like brown lip gloss, lip oil type products. So I'm gonna have a lot to work on this year, but I don't think I'll be taking these to work because as you can see, like LYS has this triangle thing going on. All their products are in the shape of a triangle, so it gets like, and in the cap too, it gets pretty messy to apply. So I don't really want to bring this to work with me and just like have to struggle to put it on. Finally, my 1-year-old product is this Makeup by Mario. Oh my god, I think the sun just went behind a cloud. I don't know if you saw that light change. That was kind of crazy. This is the Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serum in the shade Rosewood Glow. You've probably seen this before. This was one of these Sephora birthday gifts from 2025. These are like the ones that you click up and then cannot click back down. So I'm going to be very careful applying this. This is what, oh my gosh, I have like a super dry patch on my hand. This is what I'm wearing on top of that LYS lip liner. It's still very tingly and I put this on over half an hour ago. So I don't know if I really like that, but this is what, put it in such a horrible place to swatch. This is what it looks like. It's literally just kind of like a light medium rosewood shade. I really just, I'm like trying to get the excess off and it's just making a bigger mess. I do not like this formula. The only reason I got this birthday gift was because I didn't think I was gonna like it either, but everyone was hyping this up so much. I should have known it was probably just like paid advertisements, but I ended up getting really curious about this and chose this as a birthday gift. And this is only the second time I'm wearing this because the first time ever wearing this, I just was not really a fan. I don't absolutely hate it, but it's just such an inconvenient product to apply. I don't really know why we're doing this whole thing where we're putting lip gloss in a tube that doesn't have like a doe foot applicator. We could just use a regular lip gloss tube. I have no idea how long this is gonna last me because I can't roll it up to see how much product is in there. But I'm just gonna have to keep wearing this as probably like, this will be a fine everyday lip color to wear, but I'm not bringing this with me to work. It's going to be way too messy. I know Julie, who is Julie's Caboodle Confessions. Oh, I think that's her name, but I'll put her name on the screen. I know she panned one of these. I think it was also like the little birthday gift. She ended up like finishing hers using it as a blush, but I don't think I'm gonna do that because I'm already panning a liquid blush that is the exact same color as this, and that one is 3 years old, so I want to get through that one as quickly as possible. So I think I'm just gonna use this as a lip product and just try to get through it. So these are all of the lip products that I will be panning for 2025, at least all the ones I'm going to be trying to finish. I just really hope by putting in those lip liners that will make things more easy for me. Hopefully that doesn't slow me down, because I remember the lip liner I put in last year was the one that took me the longest to finish, but that was just like a super dark vampy purple shade. Hopefully I can get away with wearing these kind of just like on a daily basis. And then these are also sharpenable, whereas that one was a twist up, so I couldn't even waste product by sharpening it. But anyway, those are just the little thoughts that are running around in my head, scaring me a little bit. I always do that after I film an introduction. I'm like, did I just pick the worst products ever? But I'm actually very excited about this project. I can't wait to pan more lip products and get at least 15 out of my collection for the end of 2026. And again, as always, I want to give a big thank you to Elizabeth because she just created like the best project, especially for me. I hope she's okay with how I've been tweaking things, but she's never said anything to me about it. So that's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.